Last week on sailing Kawai, we set sail for the South Peloponnese, where we hoped for large open bays and crystal clear waters. We weren't disappointed. We rounded the first of 3 capes and with great winds flew towards Kalamata, where we would visit a marina for only the 3rd time in over a year. We try the famous Kalamata olives before again finding paradise at anchor.
This week we continue our journey around the Peloponnese, stopping in at the indescribable Diros Caves. The scenery changes and we are met with rocky and barren landscape and much larger boats. With no other sailboats in sight, we round both Cape Tainaron and Maleas, where trace waves to the monks. As we round Maleas, we find some wind and set sail for the Cyclades.
Sky's starting to get a little bit lighter now. It's about 5 a.m. We were up at 3:30 a.m. this morning to get a nice early start. We need to get to the caves this morning, which is about 20 nautical miles away. At this time in the morning, the senses are a bit more heightened and you feel really alive, and the stars seem brighter and the lights shimmering on the shore is quite amazing, and there's bioluminescence in the water, but it's also a little bit daunting, so it's kind of 2 different feelings because you're in about 800 meters of water and it's dark and you can't really see all that well. And then the sun rises. We arrived at Diros Caves right on opening. These are a must if you sail the Peloponnese and a highlight of our trip. We dropped anchor in 6 meters of sand before taking our tender to shore just below the entrance. There's Kawai, and there you are with our tickets.
Yep, we've been up to the ticket office just up there, and
Tickets that way.
Yep, and then we're heading back down to where we left our little tender, and it's right next to the entrance to the cave. So they're going every 25 minutes today, so that's pretty good. Hopefully we get one for ourselves.
Yeah. We're just waiting for our boat trip and thought we'd come and check out on that. We are here. Diros Caves are like nothing we have ever experienced before. For starters, it is both eerie and magical. As you descend, you feel a chill in the air. It is silent except for the gentle lapping of water and our boat making its way through. The cave system is huge. We got to see a mere 1.5 kilometres of the 15 kilometres, maybe more, that is believed to exist. Add to the unusual physical experience the thoughts of what went on in here before 4th century BC, where it is believed people used the caves as a religious site and storage area for food and other goods. Findings have included evidence of a hippopotamus from around 32,000 years ago, panthers, lions, spotted hyenas, ferrets and seals. Nearby, they have recently found the remains of a couple aged 5,800 years old, locked in an embrace, believed to have been part of an advanced community and to have died in an earthquake. With 45 nautical miles still to go, we had to keep moving. We had Cape Tainaron to round before making our way to Elafonisi.
Surrounded on a ship of fools, sail away across the water, set the pace, and discover every ocean, every sea, forever and a day for you and me.
Well, this is more what I was expecting from the Southern Peloponnese. I was expecting rugged landscapes that are barren and big cargo ships and nobody else sailing around, and that's pretty much what we got. I did expect it to be windier and the seas to be bigger, but we haven't experienced that as yet. Yeah, I'm happy to report that my expectations have been met, and I'm really enjoying seeing some different landscape. It just changed like that. We came out of Kalamata and anchorage, and we went to the Diros Caves, and from there on, yeah, it was no longer lush and green, and it was like this. You've taken the wheel.
Yeah, I'm just coming around second southernmost point of mainland Europe. Apparently, don't know what the number one is. It's either Spain or Gibraltar. Maybe someone can tell me. It's a cool lighthouse.
It is. I like the colours of it.
Another cargo ship. Okay, let's do it.
With sail set and another incredible sunset over the water, we made our way to our anchorage at Elafonisi, where we would need to anchor in the dark. Jace had done his research and it seemed like a good anchorage with lots of sand, so we weren't too worried, although there can sometimes be unexpected obstacles, such as fishing nets, buoys, or swimming enclosures, so it's always safer in the daylight. Good morning. Well, we arrived in the dark last night, so it's always interesting to wake up and see where you are and how good of a job you did anchoring in the dark. So it's pretty nice, and there's one buoy near us, but other than that, beautiful sand. Thoughts on your anchorage that you chose?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It is always weird when you see it just in a book or online, and then you get here, and yeah, I definitely wish I could have stayed a bit longer here. But if we don't leave today, we're gotta go then 75 into strong northerlies in towards Maleas, so which won't be fun.
No.
So we have to leave.
Yeah.
There's a bit of wind today. Hopefully towards the south, from the south, so maybe a little bit from the west. So we should get a little bit of wind towards Maleas. That's the plan anyway. It's better than 25 on the nose. So
Yes.
got to do these things. Got to leave when you've got wind. So that's the plan.
All right, let's do this.
Yes.
We're the only boat in that anchorage, Elafonisi. Apparently a lot of boats hang around this area and these anchorages waiting to go past the Cape Maleas, which is the last cape towards the Cyclades, because sometimes in a big northerly blow it can be very hectic out here. It's gorgeous right now, you wouldn't know that, but yeah, this is the area that lots of boats hang out waiting for that, and we are the only one at this point in time. It is October, so it's getting into the off season, and look at the sunrise. It is great. It's a gorgeous morning and I'm excited for off to the Cyclades.
See some new places this time.
Yes.
We're not sure where yet.
No, hopefully we can spend a bit more time in each place. But yeah, so we're just going to go where we can with the wind.
That we've got.
Yes.
With light northeast winds, we motor sailed along the very last of the Southern Peloponnese. With these large mountains, we could only imagine the chaos the wind would generate, gusting off them, causing Cape Maleas to be a formidable sight. Today, however, the place looked quite friendly and approachable.
What are you waving at?
The monks in the hermitage on the hill. Apparently, they watch over us as we go past, so...
Oh, yep, I see one waving.
No, you don't. I don't see anyone.
If you can hear anything, you can hear our sails flapping because we are coming to the around, and obviously the wind is changing direction. It's not that there's that much.
But this is at Cape Maleas, which is a bit of a notorious cape. It can be. Today it's obviously not. We've timed it so that it was calm-ish. And Navionics says, when the north and northeast wind blows, avoid the coast of Malaya. The winds in the area are usually blustery and violent. The pilot of 1910 mentions that sudden gusts are sent down the mountains with north winds, which are strong enough to rip your sails apart, break your mast, or even to cause the boat to capsize. You should keep a distance of at least 3 nautical miles from the coasts, and even then be ready to loosen your sails. The steamers should also keep their distance as the waves close to the coast are irregular and accompanied by a strong current.
Jeez, I wouldn't like to come here then.
No, would not. It's kind of hard to time it around here. It's either huge gusts or nothing. And every time we've looked at Navionics, the Cyclades over summer, it was blowing a massive meltini. So
it would be interesting to find out how long people waited where we were this morning over summertime.
Over the last summer, yeah.
What's the longest you waited at?
Elafonisi.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone who watches us can say how long they stayed there.
Yeah.
Months.
Waiting for the right time. Weeks and weeks, surely.
Yeah. Go, babe. We've got some wind.
Yeah.
Around the Cape. Love it.
It's funny how it all played out. Broken dreams seldom get realized. For me, you were a part of life that escaped and left me outside.
And 2 seconds later,
Another one.
unbelievable.
Unless it's the same one. Nah, it's a bit smaller.
Yeah.
This new lure I've just put out, it's done well.
Yes, it has.
10 minutes. And it's bringing all sorts of fish to the yard.
Yeah, 2 tunas.
In like a couple of minutes. This one, it just, something I had to go at it the minute I dropped my line. Good sign.
It is a good sign. This is the lure.
Rapana, I think it is. Just a little red fella, he goes nuts under the water. And so far he's going alright.
Damn, why don't we bring him earlier?
Saying that, we don't have any on the kitchen table yet, so
No, that's true.
a bit bigger.
I think the bigger ones always snap our line. We
Well,
need a
we
happy
have-
medium.
Not since I've updated my tackle.
Yeah.
Got to use this time wisely. Got a fair bit of
spare time and she's pretty calm today, so I can get in some weights. You've done yours already, so you've made me feel guilty.
Perfect, that was my intention.
I won't do a huge sesh, but I've done something.
Well done you. What else has happened today? Caught 2 fish.
2 fish. Saw another little turtle just before.
Yeah. Lots of cargo ships.
Yeah, lots of cargo ships. It's a really still day. We haven't sailed all that much. We had some good winds around the Cape for maybe a couple of hours, and then she's died off and we've motor sailed until now, and we've pulled in the all the sails because she is like a lake. Which, you know, it's what it is. Sometimes you have those days. I'm thinking the Cyclades, we should have some pretty good winds the rest of it. So that's what the predictions are, that we're going to have a lot. So we're 15 nautical miles from Maleas. Currently the water and the sky is practically joining as one. It's very difficult. You can see a little bit of an island to our right. Can't see Maleas yet, but it is a crazy night. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of fog or something going on, but it's all just joining as one. It's a little bit eerie. Then behind us, we've got a crazy, amazing sunset. Sun's gone down. It's 5:30 p.m. And yeah, it's an incredible night. It's glassy as glass can be. This is living. The nav lights have just come on. So we're going to be going in to the anchorage at night time, so everyone can see us. I really don't think there's going to be any boats at all in the anchorage. We haven't seen a boat, like I said, in a couple of days, so yeah, it should just be us.
Next week on Kawai, Jay surprises me for our 10-year wedding anniversary, before we visit 4 of the most diverse and breathtaking beaches we have ever seen, and all of this on one island. We are blessed with perfect timing, as there are almost no people around, great water temperature, and ideal conditions enabling us to anchor right next to them. This one is my favourite, and requires climbing 2 ladders to get to it, or you can take your tender or swim to it from your boat. This was our favourite place, and we can't wait to show it to you guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate all the likes and comments last week, and welcome to all the new subscribers. As always, thanks everyone for your support.